playing. Yeah, so good morning everyone. So for first of all, I apologize sa late upload natin discussion for today. So but no worries, we only have last 4 discussions na lang, and ito po included sa ating last 4. So for today, we're going to discuss about planetary rings and their formation. So planetary rings are swarms of objects orbiting a central planet with vertical motions that are small compared to their motions within a common plane. This characteristic arises because their planets rotate fast enough that they bulge at their equators, thus defining a preferred orbital plane. So, pansin natin sa ating mga planetary rings class na we got actually 2 types of planets sa ating sa ating solar system class, right? So we got our terrestrial planets, that includes Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and the Jovian planets, o yung ating mga gaseous planet, yung ating mga giants. And that is from Neptune up until from Jupiter up until kay, of course, Neptune class. So in addition to their moons, all 4 giant planets have rings, with each ring system consisting of billions of small particles or moonlets orbiting close to their planets. So each of these rings display a complicated structure that is related to interactions between the ring particles and larger moons. However, the 4 ring systems are very different from each other's mass, structure, and composition as outlined in this table. Okay, so we got, ayan, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune on our ating mga rings, diba? So, ang pansin natin, may pinakamalaking outer radius or ring in kilometers would be Saturn. So, for our planet naman, ano po yung our planet? Our planet, ito yung denote, ito yung parang unit ng distance ng ring. Since sila ay Jovian planet po, once again, ang measurement ng our planet ng Jovian planet is that ang distance is from the atmosphere, yung may atmospheric drop, up until sa pinaka dulo ng ring. Kapag naman po ang planet ay merong ring tapos siya po ay terrestrial planet, ang measurement po ng ring ay from the very center, yung pinakagitna ng planet, papalabas do sa ating ring. Okay po tayo doon. And of course po, the reflectivity, once again, si Saturn, naman kung gaano kaganda ang ring ng Saturn, that is of course the most reflective ring amongst sa ating solar system. Okay? So, let's now go towards sa ating Saturn's ring. Saturn's rings make up an enormous complex structure. So, from edge to edge, the ring system would not even fit in the distance between the Earth and the Moon. So, malaki talaga. So, the 7 main rings are labeled in order to which they were discovered. So, yeah, from the planet outward, they are D, C, B, A, F, G, and E. Ano po yun? Ito po yung kanilang planet po. So, once again, paano po siya nalaman? Paano po siya nilabel? Nilabel po yung ring ng mga Saturn, ng ring ng Saturn, depending po kung kailan po siya na-discover. Siyempre, si ring A siya yung kauna-unahan, si B, C, D, ayan, si E, F, and si ring G. So, pansinin nyo, meron tayong Cassini division. Mamaya discuss natin ito rin Cassini division. So, once again, we got the Titan, the largest, tawag dito, largest na moon sa ating Saturn po. No? So, the D ring is very faint and closest to the Saturn. The main rings po ng ating Saturn would be A, B, and C, which is yung mas visible sa ating Saturn. So, the outermost ring is easily seen with the Earth-based telescope would be the A ring. So, yun po yung mas pinaka-visible among. So, the Cassini division is the largest gap in the rings that separates B ring from A ring. Ulitin ko po, ito po yung Cassini division, klase nyo nag-separate po between the A ring at kay B ring po. Yan. So, just outside the A ring is the narrow F ring, shepherded by many tiny moons, Pandora, and of course, si Prometheus. So, ayan. Ito si F ring class. Ayan. Napakanipis na lang po. Andiyan po yung moon. Once again, si Prometheus at si Pandora. So beyond that, the two much fainter rings named G and E rings, Saturn's diffuse E ring is the largest planetary ring in our solar system. Okay? So, yun yung parte. So, yung E ring po yung pinaka-largest planetary ring sa lahat ng solar system, extending from the Mimas orbit to Titan's orbit about 1 million kilometers ang distance. So, ayan. Ito si E ring. From Mimas papunta kay Titan. Ayan. So, doon naman po tayo sa ating mga moons, sa mga notable moons sa ating solar system. So, Mimas was discovered on September 17, 1789 by William Herschel using his 40-foot reflector telescope less than 198 kilometers in mean radius crater covered Mimas in smaller and innermost Saturn major moons. Okay? So, pasin niyo sa mga name ng natin ng ating mga moon, no? Mga sila mga Greek o minsan Roman mythology names. So, para mas madali silang of course, ma-identify. So, moons, Saturn's moon Enceladus is a small, icy body, but Cassini revealed that this ocean world to be one of the solar system's most scientifically interesting destination. So, kasi po, ayan, Cassini discovered that geysers like jets spew water vapor and ice particles from underground the ocean beneath the icy crust of Enceladus. So, may mga tubig-tubig dyan sa moon na yan. Okay? So, ganyan ko sila makita. So, tandaan natin, di ba, na ang cause ng life form sa ating Earth it because of the presence of water. So, they're thinking na malay mo since merong dyan, merong tubig dyan, baka merong life na nag-e-exist din sa moon na iyan. So, yan po. Pero no one knows unless kung may makalapag dyan physically. So, Tethys moon. So, Giovanni Cassini discovered Tethys on March 21st, 1684. So, Tethys is Saturn's 5th largest moon. Ayan. So, this cold, airless, and heavily scarred body is similar to the sisters moons Dione and Rhea, except that Tethys is not as heavily cratered as the other two. So, ito yung parang, ayan, meron siyang crater, meron siyang sira, may uka siya sa gilid niya. So, paano nga pa nagkakaroon ng ganyan yung mga moon natin? Especially, sa moon natin may mga crater po, no? Sa case ng Tethys po kasi, since tandaan natin sa Saturn po, bukod sa mga moonlet ang tinatawag na re-revolve doon sa kanila, sa rings po nila. So, meron din po mga gumagala-gala po dyan, mga debris such as the asteroids. So, magubungguan yung mga yan, causing yung mga, ayan, yung mga dents na yan, yung mga craters na yan. This may be because of proximity to Saturn causes more tidal warming, and that warming keep takes especially more than longer. Ayan, isa po sa mga example po niyan is yung, ayan, tidal warming, yung tawag dito, tutunawin, since mainit po si Saturn, yung atmosphere niya, magpa-partially molting po siya doon sa kanyang side. Yan po yung sa mga rason po. Ayan. Dione is a small moon of 562 kilometers mean radius orbiting Saturn every 2.7 days at a distance of 377,400 kilometers, which is roughly the same distance that the moon orbits around the Earth. Okay? So, yan po yung Dione class. Next is si Rhea. So, Giovanni Cassini discovered Rhea on December 23rd, 1672. Rhea is the second largest moon of Saturn. Okay? And si Rhea. So, the particle Saturn rings are composed of primarily water ice and range in size from microns of tens of meters or to tens of meters. So the ring shows a tremendous amount of structure on all scales. Some of this structure is related to gravitational interactions with Saturn's many moons, but much of it remains really unexplained. One moonlet named Pan actually orbits inside a ring in a 330-kilometer wide gap called Anka Gap. Ano po yung na Anka Gap na? Ito po yun, ating Anka Gap. Ayan. yung gap between the A ring and the F ring. O, dalawa yung gap natin ngayon dyan. Si Cassini division, yung gap between A ring and B ring. Si Anka division naman po is division between the F ring and the G ring. Okay, so merong moon po dyan makikitang tawag po dyan ay si Pan. Ito, yung moon po, yung mga moonlet na po siya actually ang tawag sa kanya is irregular na yung shapes niya po. Unlike po kila Rhea, of course, ayan, sa ibang mga moon, kila Titan, mas bilog. Yung mga nandito sa mga mas malalapit na mga moon is that since mainit ang atmosphere ng ating Saturn at mayroong dumadaan debris, ang tendency nila is maging irregular yung shape. Example, this one, Prometheus, si Atlas, at si Pan. So, the main rings, once again, A, B, C, are less than 100 meters or 300 feet thick in most places compared to their radial extent of 62,120 kilometers. So the main rings are much younger than the age of solar system. Perhaps only a few 100 million years old. Excuse me. They may have formed from the breakup of one Saturn's moon or from a comet or meteor that was torn apart by Saturn's gravity. So, ayan po pinakakalang dito teorya kung paano po nabuo ang, of course, itong mga rings na ito, itong ating mga main rings na ito, maybe once again because of a comet or another or meteor or asteroid in which, of course, will be torn by the Saturn's gravity. So, Saturn's ring as seen as from above and below. This one, ayan. Yung tsura ng Saturn's ring. Ayan. So, meron po tayo ngayon parang research, isa po sa mga article po dyan. In December, new NASA research confirmed that Saturn's ring were being pulled into the planet by gravity. So, Saturn's magnetic field was pulling in a dusty rain of ice particles from ring known as the ring ring. So, baka, of course, sobrang tagal pa niya, billion of years pa, hindi nyo na maabutan niya, no? So, baka mawala na po yung ring, especially yung outermost ring ng Saturn muna. Yan. So, titsura ng ring daw po niyan. Gagalaw yan. Magalaw ba yan? Ayan, di ba? So, next is Neptune ring system. So, Neptune has the least 5 main rings and 4 more ring arcs, which are clumps of dust and debris likely formed by the gravity of a nearby moon. So, generally, similar to those Uranus but even more tenuous. There are only 4 of them and the particles are not uniformly distributed along the length because these rings are difficult to investigate from Earth and probably be a very long time before we understand them very carefully, class. Ito po yung tsura ng ring ng Neptune po natin. Ayan, manipis po siya. So, this wide-angle Voyager 2 image taken through the camera's clear filter is the first show the Neptune's ring in detail. So, ayan. Natin yan. Ayan. So, the fact that Neptune's rings are so much brighter at that angle means that the particle size distribution is quite different from most of Uranus and Saturn's ring, which contain fewer dust, size, and grains, of course. So, however, a few components of the Saturnian and Uranian ring system exhibit forward scattering behavior. The F ring and the Anka-gap ringlet at Saturn, ayan po, they also narrow clumpy ringlets with kinks and associated with nearby moonlets too small to detect directly. So, meron tayong image dito, class. Ito. Yan po yung ring ng ating Neptune, class. So, mas manipis siya kumpara po kay Saturn, pero definitely mas bright po siya kaysa kay Saturn. For a while, ayan. So, Jupiter's ring. Jupiter's faint rings were first discovered. Oh, imagine nyo, may ring ni pala Jupiter, no? Kala si Jupiter, mayroon po siyang malaking storm. Pero meron po siyang ring pala. So, were discovered by the Voyager 1 spacecraft in 1979 when it looked back at Jupiter and towards the Sun. So, they are so faint and tenuous that they are only visible when viewed from behind Jupiter and are lit by Sun or directly viewed in the infrared where they are faintly glow. Unlike Saturn's icy ring full of ice, large icy and rock chunks, they are composed of small dust and particles. So since hindi siya ganong kita, hindi siya agaya ng Saturn na meron tayong malaking debris, may nipis na dust lamang po si Ayan, si Jupiter. Jupiter-Gossamer Ring. Ayan. Well, ayan. Okay, so early in its mission to Jupiter, the Galileo spacecraft made observations that provided confirmation on how Jupiter's rings were formed. As the dust was seen to coincide with small moon's location, the two gossamer rings near the small moons Amalthea and Phoebe, and the main ring near Adrastea and Metis. Scientists have long believed that the dust coming off the Adrastea and Metis formed the main ring that were unsure of the origin of the gossamer rings. Ito po siya. Meron tayong main ring and the gossamer rings. Ayan. Ito po yung image ng faint, malabo na dust ring coming from the Jupiter. So, pag po siya na bandang likod ng Jupiter, di ba? Since tidally lock po si Jupiter, di ba? So, pag po siya sa bandang likod katumingin, tapos nag-reflect po ng onti po yung mga icy particles and dusty particles from the sun, makikita raw po siya na madali. Ayan. So, Jupiter's rings are formed from the dust particles hurled by micrometeor impacts from Jupiter's small inner moons and captured in the orbit. So, alam natin na son. So, kagaya sabi ko ganina, may mga bagay kung paano po nabubuo ang rings ng isang planet. So, first, of course, it can be a theory that may mga dumadaan na mga comets, meteors, asteroid, na papulverize po siya. Nagiging turn into dust. At yun po nagiging, nakakatch po siya ng orbit ng isang certain planet at yun po nagiging kanyang ring. So, if the impacts of the moons were any larger, then the larger dust thrown up would be pulled back down to the moon's surface by gravity. So, the rings must constantly be replenished with new dust from the moon to exist. Ito po yan. So, we got the main ring ng ating Jupiter. Ayan. The gossamer rings, dalawang gossamer rings po yan. Ayan. So, once again, sa main ring po, doon makikita si Adrastea, si Metis. Sa gossamer rings naman po, doon makikita si Amalthea and si Phoebe po. Okay? So, Uranus ring naman po tayo. So, unlike po sa kanyang kapatid na tatlong kapatid na planeta, si Uranus po nakatilt, nakaliko po siya. Pero ibig sabihin perpendicular po yung tawag dito, ikot po ni mismong planet na to. Same pa rin po kung paano po ang tilting niya. So Uranus tilt essentially has the planet orbiting the sun on its side. Is the axis of spin is nearly pointing at the sun. So yan po itsura niya. So kanya po kanyang ikot. Ayan. Patilt din po, hindi po siya pa-perpendicular from the orbit, from the ring. So, the rings of the Uranus were first to be seen after Saturn's. So, they were significantly discovered because it helps astronomers understand that rings are common features of planets, not merely peculiarity of the Saturn, of course. So, Uranus possesses two sets of rings. The inner system of rings consists mostly of narrow, dark rings, while an outer system of two more distant rings discovered by the Hubble Space Telescope are brightly colored. Ayan. One red, one blue. Scientists have 13 known rings around Uranus po. Ulitin ko po, yung inner rings po ng Uranus, mas dark po siya, mas narrow, while yung outer rings, ayan, mas distant ring po siya at mas, color. Ito picture niya. So, the 9 main rings were discovered in 1977 from the observation made of star as Uranus passed in front of it. We call such passage of one astronomical object in front of another an occultation. Tingko, ang tawag po sa pagdaan ng isang astronomical object such as for example, a star, ayan, or another object, na makinang na object, tapat ng another object is occultation pa. Okay? So, during 1977 occultation, astronomers expected the stars light up to disappear as the planet moved across it. But in addition, The star dimmed briefly several times before Uranus reached it, as each narrow ring passed between the star and the telescope. Thus, the rings were mapped out in detail, even though they could not be seen or photographed directly, like counting the number of cars in the train at night by watching the blinking of light of cars successfully pass in front of it. So, yung ginawa nila is that, nung may dumaan na star na makinang, di ba? Hindi nila makita yung using like any telescope, like using other devices. It's just that ginamit nila yung magnitude. Ang tawag sa kinang ng star is magnitude. Yung magnitude ng star na dumaan during the occultation para ma-map out nila, ma-calculate nila kung ilan yung ring o gaano kalaki yung ring dun sa ating Uranus class. Okay? So, when Voyager approached Uranus in 1986, it was able to study the rings up close and range. The spacecraft, of course, photographed a new set of rings, which is ito po siya. Ayan. So, imagine niyo no, example nga po niya, example po kung paano ginawa ng mga scientists or astronomers noon that, yeah, for example, pag isdaan ka, bibilangan mo yung number ng car na dumadaan depending kung gaano yung light, yung street light na yun, kung paano siya namamatay-matay, nadadaanan. So, ganun ginawa nila, yung blinking na yun. So, the outermost and most massive Uranus ring is called the Epsilon ring. So, yan po yung pinaka-massive and outermost Epsilon ring. It is only about 100 kilometers wide and probably no more than 100 meters thick. So, the Epsilon ring encircles Uranus at a distance of 51,000 kilometers, about twice the radius of Uranus. So, this ring probably contains much as mass of all Uranus other than 10 rings combined. Most of them are narrow ribbons, less than 10 kilometers wide, just the reverse of the broad rings of the Saturn. So, this is the Epsilon ring class. Okay? Ayan. Siya yung pinakamalaki. Siya yung pinakamalaking sakop sa lahat. So, in 2016 studies suggested that the rings of Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune may be the remnants of Pluto, like dwarf planets that strayed too close to the giant worlds a long ago. That is one of the reasons kung bakit kinik out si Pluto sa listahan eh, di ba? Kasi yung Epsilon ring na yun, yung mga ring na yun, class, iniisip nila, baka ito yung mga moonlet, aside from moonlet debris, di ba? May mga dating mga maliit dwarf planets na nadurog. So, Pluto yung natira. So, since strayed na siya, very, very, malayo na siya, parang hindi na siya gaanong nagka-qualify as planet anymore, kaya di na siya inad sa atin. So, these were dwarf planets were torn apart in the planet vast gravities and are today preserved as rings. So, the Hubble Space Telescope observes Uranus every year. This view in near-infrared light highlights not only the planet rings but also the atmospheric belt and clouds. So, ito po. Yan po yung mga other discoveries and discussions. So what causes rings? So, a ring is a collection of vast numbers of particles like tiny moons. So, ano po yung component ng rings? Meron tiny moons obeying the Kepler's law as follows its own orbit around the planet. Thus, the inner particles revolve faster than those who are farther out. The ring as the whole does not rotate as a solid body. Utin ko, yung ring mismo hindi po siya nag-rotate bilang isang solid body. Sabay-sabay iikot. May mga ibang debris dyan na against the flow yung ikot, di ba? May iba naman po ganito ang flow. Basta iba-iba flow o iba-iba ang ikot ng mga particles po dyan. So, in fact, it is better not to think of a ring rotating at all, but rather to consider the revolution or motion orbit of its individual moonlets. Okay pa? So, if the ring particles were widely spaced, they would move independently like separating moonlets. So, however, in the main rings of Saturn and Uranus, the particles are close enough to exert mutual gravitational influence and occasionally event to rub together or bounce off each other in low-speed collisions. So, di ba nga po nabanggit ka kanina, yung ring po ng isang planeta, yung ikot po ng ring po, hindi po siya sabay-sabay on one direction, di ba? Iba-iba direction yan. Isipin nyo lang daw na umiikot po siya on its orbit na lang, on its own. Pero iba po nangyayari po madalas sa Saturn and of course, ayan, Uranus, ayan. Because of gravitational influence at of course, umiikot na siya ng sabay-sabay. Pero minsan lang yun, okay? So, because of these interactions, we see phenomena such as waves that move across the rings, just the way water waves move over the surface of the water. So, here are two basic ideas on how such rings come to be. First is the breakup hypothesis, which suggests that the rings are the remains of shattered moon. A passing comet or asteroid might have collided with the moon, break into pieces. Tidal forces then pull the fragments apart and they disperse into a disk. So the second hypothesis, which takes the reverse perspective, suggests the rings are made of particles that were unable to come together to form a new moon in the first place. So, ay, kabalik na lamang po yung ulitin ko. So, yung unang hypothesis, sinabi merong moon. Diba? So, merong moon, tapos madudurog siya. Yun yung mangyayari. So, second hypothesis naman po, ayan, meron tayong mga other particles talaga, and then of course, may moon na mabubuo dun sa ring po na yun. So, bakabalitan lang po siya. In either theory, the gravity of the planet plays an important role. Close to the planet, see the figure, meron po tayo sa next slide. Tidal forces can tear bodies apart or inhibit those particles from coming together. So, we don't know which explanation holds for any given ring, although many scientists have concluded that the least of few of the rings are relatively young and must therefore be a result of a breakup. Ito po siya. Ayan. So, I guess that would be all. So, thank you very much for listening for our discussion. So, see you next time. Have a great day. Bye!